Posty, what we doing here? Hmm? I mean, I know you're thinking, this guy keeps talking about me, keeps mentioning my name. I don't even know him. And it's true. But you see on the landing, we don't need to know each other for me to address what I hear. Like if you was on the landing, I'd be at your cell door. Do you know what I mean? Forwarding in your cell door. And I'd be asking, what we doing here? Because I hear things, Posty. And you can never believe everything you hear. You know? But I'm entitled to address what I hear on my platform. No? And I always think to myself, is Posty from the streets? Now, when I say from the streets, just for clarity, I'm talking, GM stuff or, the dark stuff. You know what I mean? Without saying too much. Or is he a civilian? And there's nothing wrong with either one, by the way. However, if you are from the streets, then it would make sense. Because I feel like you're not neutral in this scene of ours. Do you know what I mean? Then I would understand it a bit more. But however, I feel like you're more civilianish about your paper, hustler, salute, built a sick platform. But then maybe somewhere down that road, you've come across people that are from the streets. You might like how the man them move around you, and now you're kind of forgetting the civilian stuff and you're kind of molding into be a street person. But you got to be willing to stand on that. Got to be willing to stand on that, bro. Because remember, there's two sides to this thing. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. That's cool, bro. But you're going to have to stand on that, though. You know what I mean? Because when I think about what Bouncer was alluding to, trying to rattle me and that, saying that you was with Dubs and on your platform you were saying, quote, "Don't phone me, I'll phone you. You know exactly what we're doing here." Now, I'll be honest. My opinion, I just think it's coincidental, bro. Or did you really mean that, brother? So I guess what I'm saying to you is, if you did mean that, then we're kind of doing some kind of weird, subliminal, back and forth in, but you know me, I was the king of that in my music. However, on my platform, I'm very direct, bro. Very direct, brother. Do you know what I mean? So just let me know what we're doing here. Respectfully. Because I just think it was coincidental, bro. And big up Dubs. Because the freestyle was crazy. Crazy, crazy. And I can see you sitting there while you probably get entangled into thinking like a street person. You might even be a street person. I'm not to know that yet, bro, until you let me know. But try remain neutral in this scene for the better good of everybody that wants to do music. Because again, it's not about me, bro. We both know that. It's not about me, bro. It's looking out for the people that want to do music, that maybe don't get along with your friends. Give them a chance. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, bro. careful. Because you're going to have to stand on it. You see, in life, like me, for example, anything I've said on my platform, I'm going to stand on it, bro. It don't mean I'm, declaring war and it's up. No, but I'm going to stand on what I say because it's what I believe in. I believe in these things I say. I don't just say it for no reason. I'm not seeking no attention or no clout. I'm just trying to give the people watching a perspective of the game. Because the game's messed up, bro. Invite only event. Huh? You're probably the type of man that when you sack former employees, they don't even get a little invite to your awards and that. Innit? They probably don't even know why they're being sacked. Do you know what I mean? Probably worked with an artist that you don't like. Told him, man, you're fired. But you know what? That's bossy. Salute. But it's not nice if you're on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? People skills and that. But, just my opinion. That's all this is. Do you get what I mean? Type of man that if your girl cheats on you, you want to have a problem with the brother. What's he done wrong here? The problem's with your missus. Do you know what I mean? This is the kind of person that you're making me think you are, bro. Because I'm an emotional person. And I can see when someone's emotional. And you seem to be emotional, bro. Especially if you was alluding to me with that sentence of yours. You know exactly what we're doing here. I hear it. I see it too. You're going to have to stand on it though, bro. Do you know what I mean? Now, like I said, bro, it's nothing personal. Just my opinions. Just saying what I see. And a lot of people see the same thing, bro. But the one thing I will say about you is that you deserve every piece of success for all the hard work you've put in from years ago. You and your whole business team. Salute GRM Daily, bro. You know what I'm saying? On the real. I just think that we seem to have some back and forth thing going on here. And it's probably my fault. It is my fault. I'll take accountability for that. And make sure everybody that you go back and watch all the episodes I've done, because they'll lead you to this point. I'm just not in it. I'm just not on here talking for the sake of talking, bro. There's messaging everything I say. And it's kind of direct too. Do you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So Posty, I don't know what we're doing here, but I guess we'll find out. The landing, man. Subscribe.